Hey everybody, thank you for joining me today. Welcome back if you're returning, welcome if you're new here. And just real quick, I've talked quite a bit about the book, and I realized that I haven't shown it since we got to the new place. This is Get Your Shit Together, which has a lot of the um, techniques and things that I talk about here on the channel, but also goes more in depth on where our belief systems come from, how we can reclaim our power, ways of improving our lives, and really understanding how to put ourselves first and create healthy habits. It's just got a lot of information. It's pretty thick. It's pretty fat. It's like 300 and some pages. But anyway, there's a link in the description box below if you would like to get a copy. The audiobook version should be out real soon. Just finally got through all that. So anyway, done with the plug. Just wanted to throw that out there because I keep talking about the book. Um, Today, actually, I want to talk about regret because it's so easy to look back on situations in our lives and regret the choices that we made and feel like, man, if I could have done that differently, man, if I had that to do over, oh, why was I so stupid? Well, we weren't stupid. And regret, the beautiful thing about regret, and I know that seems like an oxymoron to say beautiful and regret in the same sentence. However, it means we learned a lesson. Because we consciously recognize, I should do things differently moving forward. It's what we're here for. I talk about it a lot. It's life school. It's life school, and we're here to learn lessons. And oddly enough, I don't think I'm the only one who's experienced this, but it seems like I'll do one thing, I'll learn a lesson from it, and turn around and do something very similar, and it's like the next level of the first lesson. You know, like I keep leveling up, but I feel like I'd like to skip a grade here and there, right? Like, do I really have to do this? But it's those moments when we tell ourselves, I will never be in this situation again. That's a lesson learned. That's like, I am done with this shit. I'm not revisiting it. I will not get suckered into this again. No one is going to get the wool over my eyes another time. Like, I'm done. And that's a powerful moment. Regret is just like graduation. And when we reflect on those moments, and reflection is a huge part of healing, because when you think about looking back on your past, so many times, we're looking back on that moment from over here. Who we are here didn't have all the information, didn't have the experience, and the perspective from that situation, like when we entered that situation, was completely different than it was coming out because we had all the information. And that's why I said perspective is one of those things that I can look at something and see, whew, that's a dumpster fire. Where someone else might look at it and go, ooh, what an opportunity. Because I have different life experience than they do. Or vice versa. They've been there, done that, and they're like, ooh, that's a dumpster fire. And I'm like, oh, look, this is great. And that's why we can't beat ourselves up, because we didn't know what we didn't know. All we can do when we reflect is be proud of who we were then, and the steps that we took to finally get ourselves out of situations that we now regret not making different decisions for, because we know we can't go back and change it. If we could, we'd all be rewinding and redoing, rewinding and redoing. My God, if we could edit, like, ooh, where's the part where I met him? Oh, okay, we'll start there. Or, where's the part where I took that job? Oh, okay, yeah, back it up, start there. Unfortunately, we can't do that. So Instead of trying to edit out our lives, what we can do is, when we look back on those moments, be proud of who we were, be proud of what we've survived, and know that going forward, because this is such a, it's stuck so hard, that lesson stuck really hard. The ones that hurt the worst are the ones we don't repeat. And unfortunately, it seems like that is the human way to learn, because someone else can tell you. We were talking about the different perspectives. I could be standing there going, what a great opportunity. And this person says, oh, that's a dumpster fire. What do you know? No worries, because I'm going to know soon enough, right? Because when we just are certain that we know something, we dive in, and because we've seen it from this perspective and it looks like a great opportunity, and later when we look back and regret that we didn't listen to the guy that went, ooh, that's a dumpster fire. And how many times can you do that? Like, I can't think of the number of times that someone was trying to caution me to not do that thing. And even had I been listening to it, my intuition was like, no, no, no. I said no, and I'm like, yes, yes, yes. And then, however much later it took for it to become a dumpster fire in my perspective, I'm like, no, no, no. And you wish you'd go back and redo it. However, rather than sit and regret, let's celebrate the growth. And the fact that when things like that happen and they hurt like that, we know. We can trust ourselves. We are not going to do that again. And like I said, that moment when you go, I will never be in this situation again, you mean that shit from your soul. And like anything that looks, smells, whatever, vibes like whatever the thing was that you're not ever going to do again, yeah, you're going to put a lot of distance there. And that's another reason why intuition is so important, because when we look at it for the first time and think, oh, hey, but your subconscious mind has stored all of the I will never be in this situation again moments. So when you look at that person and you think, ooh, they're really attractive, and there's something about them that is sending up red flags all over, listen to that. Your subconscious has already picked out that that's that thing you were never going to do again. Or the job, the investment, the hotel. Have you ever, like, the discount travel sites, right? You start going through the pictures and you're looking at this hotel. They've got a really good price. It makes you kind of suspicious. Heed that. Heed that. There's something about it that your body, you just know. A higher power is telling you don't do it. And those are the ones that, like, the photos were taken 30 years ago, and when you actually get there, it's nothing like it looked like on the website. And I actually ended up booking one in Arizona, and I can't think of the town now, but it's where you catch the train to go to the Grand Canyon. And it was cozy bed and breakfast. And it looked so cute on the website. I thought, oh, that'd be great. Oh my gosh. Did not have air conditioning. Had not been decorated since 30 years before when they took the photos. So without air conditioning in Arizona, you have to keep the windows open. Well, there was a bar like 3 doors down that played blaring loud live music until 3 a.m. It was not cozy. Except for the fact that the rooms were tiny. That's the only cozy thing about it. So, just saying, trust that gut instinct. And, again, forgive yourself. Be proud of yourself. The version of you that made the choices that you now may look back on and regret didn't know what you know now. But the you today that's making choices does know and knows you don't want to be in that situation ever again. You graduated. That's where regret comes from. You've learned the lesson. You learned the lesson, you know now, and you know that that version of you back there, had they been in the position you're in now, would have made different choices because you just thought about it, right? So now you can be solid in yourself knowing that, oh my gosh, I am so grateful that things played out the way they did because now I know I will never make those choices again. Will you make other choices you might regret? Probably. It's how we grow. So, anyway, I hope this helps. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I will talk to you soon.